that with mightiest raised me to contend, and to the fierce contention brought along innumerable force of those spirit armed that does dislike his ruin, and me preferring his utmost power with dubious power opposed in dubious battle on plains of heaven, and shook his what though the field be lost? What though the field be lost? All is not lost. The unconquerable will. What though the field be lost?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। इससे पहले ये कवर कर चुका हूँ पैराडाइज लॉस्ट को, तो इसमें हम थर्ड स्पीच को देखेंगे। स्टार्ट करते हैं इस वीडियो को।
Weird with speedy words, the archfiend replied, Fallen cherub, to be weak is miserable, doing or suffering. इसका इकबाल ने तर्जमा किया, और क्या खूबी तर्जमा किया है, जुर्मे ज़ईफ़ी की सज़ा मर्ग मफाजात। Fallen cherub, to be weak is miserable, doing or suffering, but of this be sure, to do art good never will be our task, but ever to do evil our soul delight, as being the contrary to his high will whom we resist. If then his providence out of our evil seek to bring forth good, our labor must be to pervert that end, and out of good still to find means of evil, which oft time may succeed, so as perhaps shall grieve him, if I fail not and disturb his inmost counsels from their destined aim. But see the individual has recalled his minister of vengeance and pursued back to the gate of heaven. The sulphurous hail shot after us in storm, overblown hath led. The fiery side that from the precipice of heaven received us falling, and thunder winged with red lightning and impetuous rage, perhaps hath spent his shaft and ceases now to blow through the vast and boundless deep. Let us not slip the Uchaean weather scorn, or sachet fury yielded from our foe. Let us not slip the Uchaean weather scorn, or sachet fury yielded from our foe. Ceased thou yon dreary plain, forlorn and wild, seat of desolation and void of life, save what the glimmering of flames cast pale and dreadful. Thither let us stand from off the tolling of these fiery waves. The rest if any rest can harbor there, and reassembling our afflicted part, consult how we may henceforth most offend our enemy, how our loss, how repair, how overcome this dire calamity, what reinforcement we may gain from hope, if not, but resolution from despair. यहाँ पे दूसरी तकलीफ खत्म होगी. What reinforcement we may gain from hope, if not, what resolution from despair. So sat and spake, with head uplifted above the wave, and eyes that sparkling blazed. His other parts, besides, prone on the flood, extended long and large, lay floating many rude in bulk, as huge as whom the fables name of monstrous size, Titanian or earthborn, that word of the Jove, Briareus or Typhon, whom the den by ancient Tarsus held, or that sea beast Leviathan, which God of all his works created hugest that swim on the ocean stream, him happily slumbering on the noble form, the pilot of some small night-founded skiff, deeming some island of as seaman tells, with fixed anchor in his scaly rind, moves by his side under the lee, while night invests the sea, and wished more delays. So stretched out huge lengths the Artfian lay. Never then said risen or heaved his head, but that the high will and permission of all ruling heaven left him at large his own dark designs, that with reiterated crimes he might heap on himself damnation, while he sought evils to others, and enraged might see how all his malice served, and enraged might see how all his malice served but to bring forth infinite goodness, grace, and mercy shewn on the man by him seduced, but on himself treble confusion, wrath, and vengeance poured. Forthwith upright he rears from off the pole his mighty stretcher. With each hand the flames riven backward, rolled in the billows, leave in the midst a horrid veil. Then with expanded wings he steers his flight aloft. Incumbent on the dusky air that felt unusual weight, till on the dry land he lights. If it were land that ever burned with solid, as the lake with liquid fire, and such appeared in view as when the force of subterranean wind transformed a hill torn from Baloch, or shattered side of thundering Etna, whose combustible and fuel enters, thence conceiving fire, sublimed with mineral fury, aid the winds and leave a singed bottom, all involved with stench and smoke. Such resting foam the soul of unblessed feet. Him followed his next mate, both glorying to have escaped the Stygian flood as gods, by their own strength and not by the sufferance of supernal power. शैतान उस लैंड पे आ चुका है और उस लैंड को देख के कहता है, Is this the soil? Is this the soil? This the region, the clime? Said lost archangel. This the seat that we must change for heavens, this mournful gloom for that celestial light. This mournful gloom for that celestial light. Be it so, be it so, be it so, since he who knoweth sovereign can dispose and bid what shall be right. For this from him is best, for this from him is best, whom reason hath equalled, force hath made supreme above his equals. Farewell! Farewell, happy fields where joy forever dwells. Hail, horror! Hail, infernal world! Hail, horror! Hail, infernal world! And thou profoundest hell! And thou profoundest hell! Receive thy new possessor! One who brings a mind not to be chained by place or time. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where? What matter where? If I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he whom thunder hath made greater. Here, at least we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built here for his envy, will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. But let we then, our faithful friends, the associates and co-partners of our crime, lie thus astonished on the oblivious pool, and call them not to share with us their part in this unhappy mention. Or once more, with more valid arms, to try what may be yet regained in heaven, or what more lost in hell. ये शैतान की तीसरी तकरीर थी यहाँ पे, ये भी ख़त्म हुई। तो मैं भी रुखसत चाहूँगा, रात का काफ़ी टाइम हो गया है। अल्लाह हाफिज़, मिलते हैं किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। शुक्रिया।